I would like to share with you a story. Now that story was actually, it's not actually a story, this was something which happened in one of the Ken Blanchard's presentation. Ken Blanchard was asked by HR managers and recruiters like you that there's a big problem when it comes to hiring good people. So Ken, you have been writing and you've been speaking throughout the world. Can you please come up with good strategies how to get the best people around? Ken Blanchard started on. He said, you have three options. Option one is hire winners. Option one is hire winners. Now managers like us were like, Ken, basically it's a goli. Why? Because hiring winners is very expensive issue. I mean, even if you hire fresh graduates and they are from the top universities, they'll charge you more. If they have been high performers in X company and you want to hire them, they'll charge more. So, Ken, this is a very expensive option, and we have limited budget resources. So come up with some other option. Okay. So Ken Blanchard come up with the second option. The second option was hire potential winners. Now again managers were in trouble. Why? Because Ken, potential देखने का potential हमारे पास नहीं है. Because to hire a potential winner, we must have the potential to see the potential. And we don't have the potential to see the potential, so you need to come up with third potential. And the third option of hiring good people. Now those who have been with me in Karachi know the answer for the third one, but rest of you, I want you all to write it down. The third option. The third option is P R A Y. Pray. Because then you have no other option left. You can then only pray कि अल्लाह ये मुझे जो मिला हुआ है इसके साथ मैं कुछ अच्छा कर दूं. So the presentation that we just had, the panel discussion that we just had on Engage and Talent Connection, we are now all set to move on with 5 dynamic presentations before we break for lunch. And for the first presentation, it's my privilege to introduce to you Mr. Monis Rahman, who is the Chairman and CEO of Naseeb Networks, and he'll be coming over to present on recruiting strategies, minimizing cost, maximizing results. Please put your hands together for Mr. Monis Rahman.
Friends and colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to be here. And before I start out, I would like to extend a special thank you to Hamza Hashmi and his team for putting this event together in Lahore. We need more events like this. So a round of applause, please, for the Terrabiz team. I'm going to talk about something today that may be close to a lot of your hearts. How many people in this room are HR managers? Just a show of hands, please. Okay, so we have roughly about 60% of you. There have been very tough times for HR practitioners. We've been through a boom swing in Pakistan where we experienced fantastic business growth, 8% growth in GDP. And now we have come down where we are downsizing or right-sizing our organizations. They present tremendous challenges, and I've just put up some graphs here that you can see. These are the indexes of the major stock markets, the indexes of gold, oil, and you can see how they peaked. During these peak times, our organization challenged us to build teams, to grow the business, to hire the best. It was not uncommon for a CEO to come to you and say, we're doing fantastic, we're launching a new unit, we need to hire 4,000 people in the next month and make sure they're all top performers. Very, very easy to say, very, very tough to do. And now, a few years later, you're getting comments, you know those 4,000 people you hired last year, great job, but these are tough times. We need to right size. You need to handle that situation. In addition to that, we have some extra skill sets which are hard to find that you need to hire, but we don't have a budget for you. So I have utmost respect for HR professionals in these times. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about something that I believe very passionately in and something that I've been doing for a while. The fact of the situation is that even when companies aren't hiring, they are hiring. And despite the global downturn, there's tremendous opportunities right now. We have our hands tied in terms of the spending that we can do. So how do you hire without a budget? You need very innovative HR strategies. And the good thing for us in Pakistan is there are some inflection points in the landscape which allow us to do precisely this. How many people here have an email address and use email? Okay, I know all of you have email addresses. You're holding back on me. Well, you're not alone. The internet today is one of Pakistan's best kept secrets. And best kept secrets, I mean, Pakistan is the third fastest growing country of internet users globally, according to Morgan Stanley. It had the fourth largest net user addition of internet users globally, all countries in the world. Something we should be very proud of, but something that maybe all of us don't know and all of us don't realize the potential. We come on Facebook, we use other sites, but there are huge internet usage statistics right now in the country, and I'm sharing those with you. The amount of time we spend online far exceeds the amount of time we spend on print and electronic medium today. Internet has become the dominant choice for reaching hearts and minds. So, a lot of companies now are using the internet for their recruiting strategies, and there's a cost advantage, and I'll give you some detailed case studies about those cost advantages. Online hiring right now, most companies have hiring portals, which are fantastic opportunities to convert your CV bank into a growing asset for your organization instead of a depreciating asset. 5 years ago, the way hiring was done in our area of the world was through placing an ad in a newspaper and collecting thousands of CVs. And we would do this 3-4 times a year. The end result would be that we would get piles of CVs that we needed armies of people to sort by 12 different criteria: age, gender, location, city. And by the time we sorted them, we quickly found out that there was yet another criteria to sort. So you'd scramble everything back together and resort. And by the time we did this, 3 months later, another opening came, and that CV database that we collected should be an asset that the organization can go back to. But the fact is, in 3 months, CVs become obsolete, and you have to resort. So the amount of money we're spending on collecting those CVs ends up yielding a depreciating asset instead of an appreciating one. So strategy number one, have an online presence and collect CVs electronically so you can sort them electronically, so that you can create a user interface so that professionals who are seeking out your employer brand can come back, update their CV, stay in touch with the new opportunities. Let the internet work for you. It's fantastic from a cost-effective standpoint, but it's even better from the results that it can yield. And there are a lot of companies right now who are doing this, and this is a website that we created for Angro Foods. We power the back end of this. Likewise, I'm going to talk a little bit about Angro's example right now. Angro Foods created a career portal through us. Angro Foods is a fantastic organization in terms of their HR practices, and I think we're seeing the results of their hard work on the HR side on the bottom line of the company. Angro Foods launched a portal through us and advertised their positions, both on the internet and offline in the newspaper. And they've been doing this for a while. And we did a parallel exercise. All the CVs collected came through their portal, but the ads for those jobs were both in the newspaper on Dawn and